On Christmas Eve in 1945, the Sodder family home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, was engulfed in a devastating fire. The family consisted of George and Jenny Sodder and their 10 children. That night, only 5 of the children were at home: Maurice, 14, Martha, 12, Louis, 9, and the youngest, Sylvia, 2. The older 5 were already out celebrating the holiday. The fire broke out around 1 a.m., and George and Jenny woke to the sounds of crackling flames. They managed to escape along with Sylvia, but as they attempted to rescue their children, they realized that the older 5 were missing. Despite frantic efforts to locate them, the intense flames and thick smoke made it impossible to enter the burning house. Firefighters arrived too late, and the house was reduced to ashes. Initial investigations. Authorities quickly ruled the fire an accident caused by faulty wiring. However, George Sodder was unconvinced. He believed that the fire was deliberately set and that his children had been abducted. He pointed out several oddities: the absence of remains in the rubble, the fact that the family's ladder was mysteriously missing, and the presence of a strange car parked near their home shortly before the fire. The theories. As time passed, George and Jenny became increasingly convinced that their children were alive. They received tips suggesting sightings of their children in various places across the country. The couple began to explore several theories. Abduction. They believed that the children had been taken by a group who intended to harm them. This theory was supported by the mysterious car seen near their home. Conspiracy. Some speculated that the children were taken due to George's outspoken criticism of Italian fascists, as he was an Italian immigrant. They thought that enemies might have wanted to silence him. Faked death. George and Jenny believed that their children might have faked their deaths to escape a dangerous situation. The billboard campaign. In 1946, the Sodders launched a billboard campaign on Route 60 in West Virginia, posting large signs with the children's photographs and a reward for information, leading to their discovery. The billboards attracted national attention, and tips poured in from across the country. Continued search. Over the years, the Sodders followed numerous leads. They even hired private investigators, but no solid evidence emerged. In 1949, they claimed to have received a letter from a man in Florida who said he had seen the children, but this turned out to be a false lead. The 1950s and beyond. In 1952, George and Jenny commissioned a private investigator who claimed that the children were alive and living in a nearby state. They also began to suspect that their children were being held captive. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, they never gave up hope. In 1968, the couple erected a large stone monument in the local cemetery, which included the names of the 5 missing children. The monument also featured the inscription, "In memory of our 5 children who were kidnapped from this site." Theories persist. Many theories have emerged over the years, including claims that the children were seen in various locations, including New York City and as far away as Texas. Some even suggested that they had been adopted by a family who had been involved in criminal activities. The legacy. The mystery of the Sodder children remains one of America's most enduring unsolved cases. Over the decades, it has sparked interest from amateur sleuths, authors, and filmmakers, contributing to a sense of intrigue around the family's story. The case also raises questions about the reliability of fire investigations and the potential for conspiracy in small-town America. Conclusion. The disappearance of the Sodder children is a haunting chapter in American history, marked by tragedy, speculation, and a family's relentless pursuit of truth. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the fate of the 5 missing children remains a chilling mystery that endures to this day, leaving behind questions that may never be answered.